I think a lot of people over 40 feel something they don't talk about very often. Life becomes predictable. The same routines, the same job, same daily structure. And sometimes it feels like the big adventures are behind us. But something really interesting happens when someone our age starts a YouTube channel. It doesn't just give you something to do, it gives you something new to build. And the reasons for starting one are a lot deeper than most people realize. Most of this video is going to be about the deeper reasons why I think it's smart for you to start a YouTube channel later in life. But I want to go through the obvious ones first, real quick, because I've talked about these before and I don't want to, if you haven't seen me before, then I apologize. I'm going through these quick. If you have seen me before, you'll appreciate this. So the obvious ones are, you can make money at it. You can make money with YouTube, okay? That's obvious. So that might be a reason you want to start. Another one is that you have life experiences. If you're older than people who are younger than you, another good reason to start a channel. You've got more things to talk about. You don't have to be an expert, right? People don't necessarily want experts on YouTube unless they're looking for a specific thing. In a lot of cases, they just want to know how you do things, right? And us older people are perfectly suited to talk about that. And lastly, your generation is underrepresented if you're over 40, over 50. And that's because YouTube skewed younger when it first started, right? A lot of young people get into it first. Us older people are getting into it later. And I say us older people a little bit with a smile because I don't consider myself old. I'm in my mid-50s, but I don't think that's old. I know people in their 90s who are starting YouTube channels. So those are the obvious reasons. Now I want to get into some of the more deeper reasons that you may not have thought about. And I'm going to refer to my notes here from time to time because there's a lot I want to talk about. I've got several of these reasons that I want to talk about. So I've written them down here on my iPad, which is very hard to see in this bright light, but bear with me. The first deeper reason is that YouTube can help you create a second identity. Like in the next chapter of your life. Call it the second chapter of your life, right? All too often, I think, as you get older, you tend to get kind of put into, what am I trying to say? A lot of people get stuck. A lot of people find themselves in ruts. That's actually the word I was looking for. You get stuck in a rut. Things become predictable, right? You get used to doing things a certain way. You kind of get pigeonholed into a lifestyle. Things become routine, right? Nothing or not a lot new happens a lot, right? You just get into your own routine and it's almost like it's expected of us, I think, in some cases, just to kind of live out our lives. Like we had our fun when we were younger, had lots of friends around us all the time, at school, at work, whatever. And now in the second half of our life, it's like, okay, we're done. Now it's our job to kind of bring everybody else up. And I think it's kind of sad if you fall into that rut. And I feel like YouTube is a great way to not fall into that rut. With YouTube, it almost gives you a second identity, or it potentially can, right? You kind of reinvent yourself, right? Instead of becoming stuck in a rut of familiarity, you become a creator, right? That's something new. That's new and exciting. And I just think you'll be happier doing something like that instead of kind of living out your life in a rut. The next one is YouTube kind of forces you to organize your thoughts, right? And this is something, I mean, I've kind of struggled with this a little bit as I age. I notice sometimes it's hard to stay on topic. There's squirrels running around in my head all the time and taking me off topic. And sometimes it's hard to stay organized in my thoughts. But if you become a creator, if you start doing YouTube, you're almost forced to organize your thoughts, right? You have to plan what videos you're going to make. Once you decide what video you want to make, you have to figure out how to make it. You want to maybe write down some notes as to what you want to talk about in your video. And you may have a hard time remembering what you want to talk about, so maybe you need some some help, right? With like oftentimes I'll bring notes out here. I had a little too much to write down to put on my cue card, so that's why I brought the iPad. I think I need to change it back to the light background, but yeah, YouTube forces you to organize your thoughts. And it's not just in making videos. It's like if you decide to take it even further and build a business out of it, that's a whole bunch of other things to start thinking about, right? Collecting email addresses, building digital products, getting monetized, how to increase the views on your channel, how to increase the number of subscribers you get. All these things become like little mini problems for you to solve. Right? When I say problems, I don't mean that in a negative way either. I've never really looked at problems as being bad things, right? Problems are there to be solved. And sometimes the fun is in solving them. So I think that's another deep reason for starting YouTube. Something I forgot to mention in my first point, which I'll bring up now as I talk about the third point, is it turns passive consumption into creation and learning. Passive consumption. What do I mean by that? I mean, back to point number one, which I should have talked about it then, but one of the things, as far as getting stuck in a rut go, is that we may just become consumers, right? Just watching YouTube videos all the time. And not just YouTube, Netflix, right? Watching Netflix, going to the same job all the time, or if you're retired, doing the same daily routine every day. Right? But invariably, what ends up being something we do, or a lot of older people, a lot of midlifers do, is they'll just start consuming a lot of content. They'll start binge watching Netflix or YouTube even, right? But what if you become a YouTuber and become a creator? That kind of flips that switch. YouTube becomes not something that you kind of waste your time with, but it becomes something that you spend your time with, and it helps you learn, right? You end up watching YouTube for different reasons, not just to be entertained, but to learn things. So instead of spending the next 20 years consuming content on Netflix and YouTube, what about becoming a creator and spend the next 20 years creating and adding to it, right? I think that's pretty cool. The fourth deeper reason for starting YouTube is something I talk about a lot, actually. This is something I talk about a lot, and that is you can leave a digital legacy of yourself. I'm passionate about that. I think it's a really, really good reason to do YouTube. The videos you make can last long after you're gone, okay? Now maybe you might not want to think about it that way, but I do. When I'm gone, I'd love to be able to leave something. And if I can leave something that is helpful to not only other people or strangers that I don't even know, or people that I'm just meeting now or have met recently on YouTube, but for my family and my friends, my future family that I don't even really know yet. Not really, I don't, because I don't have grandkids yet, but hopefully, maybe someday I will. I just think it'd be really, really cool for them to look back and see who I was, what I was about. And they can watch me. They can watch videos of me talking to the camera, basically talking to them, right? I think that's cool. So share your knowledge, share any lessons you want to teach people, share your experiences, right? Talk about your life. You don't know who it might help. It might help people you don't even know. And isn't that cool too? A lot of times as adults age, they just stop, right? Things slow down and they just stop doing things. With YouTube, that will keep your curiosity alive, right? You will remain curious about things if you start creating on YouTube. I'm not talking about just watching YouTube, creating on YouTube. You make your own videos, then all of a sudden you'll watch other videos and you'll start asking questions like, how does that work? Or how did he do this? How did she do that? And then you'll try things. You'll try to make videos in new ways. And not even just videos, just the things you learn on YouTube. So again, that's talking a little bit about consuming. But your whole perspective will change once you become a creator. You'll start asking questions, and I think that's important. Keep the mind young if you use it. It's just like exercise, right? In order to stay healthy, you need to exercise your muscles. In order to stay strong, you need to exercise your muscles. Well, in order to stay healthy, or in order to stay mentally fit, I think you have to exercise your brain muscle. Call it a muscle I don't think it is, but you know what I mean? Just use it or lose it. So if you can start questioning things, how to do things, learning how to do new things, I think that's great exercise for the mind. And that's an awesome benefit of doing YouTube. Another big one, and this is especially important, not important, but especially the case if you put yourself in your videos, like I'm doing right here, right? If you film yourself, your confidence will go through the roof, right? Especially if you've never filmed yourself, and especially if when you first start filming yourself, you're very uncomfortable, maybe embarrassed, maybe frustrated because it's hard. If you've never done it before, it's really hard. But with practice, you get better at it, and it becomes easy. It really does. The confidence you'll gain by making videos and putting them out there and then getting comments on them, typically good comments, people who like your content. You may get the odd negative comment, but that's a story for another video. That's okay. That means you're on the right track. But the vast majority of comments you'll get, especially if you're trying to be helpful to others, are going to be positive, and that will only help build your confidence. So confidence in speaking with other people, if that's something that you lack right now, starting a YouTube channel and making YouTube videos will really help grow your confidence. As people age, a lot of times their social circles shrink. It's almost like their world shrinks as well. You know, maybe not for everybody, but I feel like for a lot of people, as you fall into a rut, or as you get into a rut, the rut of life, whatever that entails for you, your social circles tend to be smaller. You don't hang out with other people as much. You tend to be like just with your immediate family, or even by yourself a lot more. And you know, there was a time and a place for living it up and spending all your time with friends. And perhaps that is mostly for the younger people, but not exclusively. So if you become a YouTuber, what you'll find is your social circles could expand. Now, maybe you don't want that, but for those who do, I think it's healthy. The amount of people that I've met through YouTube is phenomenal. It's awesome. I don't hang around with the friends I grew up with near as much as I used to because of life, right? Just life. Everybody gets busy. Now, maybe some of you may reconnect with people as you retire, but oftentimes that doesn't happen either. So by getting into YouTube, you will expand your social circles. You will start getting comments on your videos, which you can respond to, and they'll respond back. Especially if you get into live streams, which I actually have to leave here soon, wrap this video up and go do a live stream. It's Tuesday morning right now. Actually, it's Tuesday afternoon. I go live in about an hour. Yeah, the people I meet through my lives, it's amazing. I love it. I love it. Getting to meet new people. You know, I've grown a coaching business alongside this YouTube channel, so I've met people through, you know, one-on-one calls that way, or group coaching, meeting people that way. It's amazing. It's awesome. And I've had people on my channel that we've chatted with. I'm going to meet people in person at some point. I'm planning to go to Vid Summit in the fall, in which case I will probably set up some meetups where I can get together with other creators that I've met. And I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's a really cool part of becoming a YouTuber. It's like the second chapter of your life, and I already mentioned that, I know, but it really is. Like, you meet new people, not only just new random people, it's, where are they coming from? Oh, okay, I don't know if you can see that, but looks like the geese are coming home. The Canadian geese, they're loud. That's a lot. God, that's going to be 50. What was I saying? Yeah, not just random people that you meet either. It's people that have the same interests as you, right? Because if you make a channel and you're talking about something you're interested in, it's going to be other people who are interested in that same thing that are going to be commenting on your videos and that you're going to be meeting. And then maybe you do collaborations with, maybe you invite them on your channel, right? You're going to meet people who have the same interests as you, which is a little different than the friends you grew up with, right? I mean, in a lot of cases, yeah, you'll have the same interests, but you know, if you think back to school, you know, everybody has different interests, right? So this is almost like a curated group of the perfect people for you to hang out with. So I think that's a fabulous reason. If you start a YouTube channel, if you start making videos, it'll also prove to yourself as well to others, but mostly to yourself, that's the important person to prove, that you're not done yet, right? You're not done. You're not just going to fade away or ride off into the sunset and just kind of do nothing, ride out your last years, not doing much, right? It proves you're not done. You've got other things to do. You've got things to create. You become a builder, right? You can do that right up till the very end, right to the, like, that's what I plan on doing. Whether I do it to make money or not, whether I need to make money or not, it's not even going to matter, right? I really enjoy doing this. It's given me purpose. I'm a builder now. I'm meeting people who are interested in what I'm interested in. I'm not done, and I don't think you should be either. Making YouTube videos and building a channel when you're over 40, when you're in midlife, is not typically about being famous. For younger people, maybe it is, but not when you're older. It's not about becoming famous. What I think it's more about proving to the world that you're not done yet, and proving that maybe, just maybe, your best years are ahead of you. All right, so I hope you found this helpful. My name is Rob. If you're new here, welcome. It's really nice to meet you. If you're returning, welcome back. And I'll see you in the next video. All right, guys.